and out of there. That's why the best place for me is in this house with every person. We're getting another guy tomorrow, the next day, and every person in this place has been in the facility with me, and we've all been together, and we all know what's going on, and we all know to call each other on our bull stuff, and you know, that's what helps. The people you keep around, the company you keep.
And the difference between there and here, though, to me is night and day. Because in there, you could be like, oh, well, I'm just not going to make my bed. Or, oh, well, I'm not going to put a dish away.
Tendency to fall off is a lot easier. You're more accountable around these parts.
We're here, I can cuss at people. I can look at you and go, no, not a big fan. And if they ask me, well, why? Because I was waiting for a follow-up, I would have explained. I'm not seeing anything. We're here. We're not here as just kind of, hey, let's hang out on the couch all day. We're here to get better. We're here to keep working. And that's when they say when you leave treatment, that's when the real work begins.
Absolutely, the bubble pops.
And like you and some of the other guys in the house, man, you get up and you're going for a run. You don't have a job yet. Well, you have a job.
They just start a few days.
They're too afraid to have you start yet because they are afraid that it's going to be so awesome that they have to get more staff in.
Right. All of a sudden.
Because they hear about the hair guy that they're going to meet at Subway one day. And
yeah, I know. It's amazing. They just want me to put it in a man bun or something, and that ain't happening.
So you're not, it'd be easy for you just to lay around here all day, but you're not. You're doing something. You're being proactive.
Yeah, hitting meetings, getting up, doing, like I said, the schedule, getting up, doing stuff. And then, maybe going doing this tomorrow with the sweat lodge, the sweatshop.
Yeah. But that's why, that's why. And obviously you said it the other day, and we've said it before too, is I've wanted you on 217 Recovery podcast for a while. And it's because I know that there's something there. I know you kind of have that same drive that I have where we can talk and people like to listen. And that's great. And they can connect to us because we're not bullshitting.
Damn it.
I said shishin'.
Shishin'?
We're not bullshitting. And people, they can pick up on that. When we're having this conversation right now, you, Ryan, and I, we're talking to each other. We're not playing it up. Well, as I said, we're not playing it up.
It happens to play it up, but the way you talk, the way I talk is, the way Ryan, it's all a little different. Mm-hmm. And some people relate to you better, some people relate to me better, some people relate to him better. But they pick something up out of it. They hear something out of it. What we say, one addict helps another. That's the biggest key. Staying connected, helping people out, talking. That's why, I say things a lot all the time. Unzip, let it out, fall on the floor, tell about it, speak about it. Because if you don't, it's just going to blow up in your face. And when it blows up in your face, like I've said, it just gets worse.
Very true.
Right. Worse before it gets better.
Right.
But then once it starts getting good and once you start doing good things, then things can be a roller coaster sometimes. And the way,
yeah, it's true.
You're a baseball fan. Big fan of the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And
where's this
like the
going?
Brewers there, Ryan?
White Sox.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. You didn't see that coming, did you?
No, because I know.
It's probably his sister that lives in Hawaii.
That's terrible too.
Brittany, his sister, lives in Hawaii.
We'll never be
She
friends.
probably hooked him on that. But no, okay. So baseball.
Yes.
Jason Hamilton. You've heard the name?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Remember the home run derby where it was at Yankee Stadium? Mm-hmm. He was popping the home runs out and the crowd was just going crazy and people were like, hey, look at his background and you came up with the Cubs. Cubs traded him immediately to the Reds because they're like, we don't want nothing to do with this because they found out about all of his past and his drug history. Signs with the Reds. They're like, not sure about this guy. He's okay, but let's just trade him. So they trade him to Texas. Well, at Texas, he blossomed and he stayed clean. And he had this great story of this guy who had it all, lost it all, got it back, on top, home run derby, front page, sports, everything. He was just blowing up.
And then fell again?
And he relapsed. And then it was all, Josh Hamilton, signing titties at the bar, dancing shirtless on the bar. Like people love to lift you up
Oh,
and
but
twice
then
as many people love
they
to
love
bring
to
you
see
down.
you fail.
So that's why I'm saying with the roller coaster, like there will be people that are like, Chris, you're doing great, and those are people that, of course, you want around, and those are people that are great to have. But then you'll have those people that are just sitting there, just waiting
In the shadows.
Yeah, and then when you don't do what they think's going to happen, then they'll try to throw some little toys in your way that you can trip over. You know, and you have to be very careful over that because and those toys are sometimes emotions. And they will try to bait you into shizness. So that and people are like this, Chris. And this is I've seen it happen, and it's just something that does happen. And I'm sure people that are listening and they're like, "Yep, I know those people." It could be a family member, it could be a girlfriend, it could be a past girlfriend, it could be
old using buddies.
It could be a number of people. Just you have to be careful with it, and you have to acknowledge it. And we've been through many treatment centers. This is not our first rodeo, you know. So it's easier for, I would say, you and I and Ryan to kind of spot that kind of sabotage or that kind of fakeness, I guess you could say.
Fake for sure.
So those people I kind of keep away too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think for me right now, it's a lot of change, a couple new jobs, schedules constantly changing, just waiting for some consistency. I don't know, probably cut down a few meetings a week, but that's not really it. I just need same schedule for at least 2 weeks straight, get my head on straight again.
So you're going through a funk?
I'm not really funky, I'm just like...
I don't know.
I'm not getting funky with it. I just want some consistency, you know. The last couple of weeks been in training, you know. Just finally got my schedule this week, which will probably be what it is consistently now. But even that is I got like 2 night shifts, 2 day shifts, and 1 like noon to 8 shifts. Like it's just 2 7 to 3s, 1 12 to 8, and 1 or 2 3 to 11. Oh, it's just weird.
I thought you had a 1 to 4.
Who knows? Probably throw that in there too.
They'll do that
At the sweatshop or
the sweatshop for sure. So yeah, but you know, even just like the recovery's changing a lot too. Going to different meetings, doing different things that, you know.
I'm still trying to find the right meeting for
me. I think I did have like the ones that I like to go to, and now with my schedule I can't. So
I think Chris would like the Monday night in Charlevoix.
See, I can't do that either.
Tomorrow's Monday?
Mm-hmm.
I do believe De Leon has the day off. Might be able to try to get there. See, if I had Pepper up here, I'd be fine. I could get anywhere I needed to get to, but this snow really prevents me from getting from point A to point B safely.
Pepper's your scooter?
It's a moped.
Okay, sorry.
It's a moped.
I didn't know the difference.
Shred, she's silver. She's got 2 wheels, got a motor.
Do you have a helmet for it?
Absolutely not.
Isn't that dangerous?
You can borrow one of mine.
Yes, it is dangerous.
If we ride together.
I told you that we could be part of a group.
I got intercoms so we can talk to each other.
Oh, but I have to wear a helmet then. I'm only going, 45 downhill with it pegged, pouring out the pistons. So I should probably just try and, you don't. And usually when you're going through town, anyways, it's just nice and relaxed, nice chill. You got to make sure people see you, see who you are. So I wear a bandana over my face so nobody can see me. Nobody wants to see you riding a moped. See how awesome you are. But that's the thing you should learn. I gotta quit doing the stutter thing because it sounds terrible. I know it does.
Have you listened to it?
I think I have. It's terrible. It sounds better when I'm
it'll ease
stuttering.
off.
I don't know. I try. When I get to thinking so hard, the brain works faster than the mouth.
I don't know. You talk a little.
Oh, my girlfriend would.
Sometimes
my ex-girlfriend would beg to differ on that one.
when I talk fast, I can talk fast. When I talk fast, sometimes I talk really, really fast, but I can still get stuff out. But when I'm actually trying to think sometimes, when I have to think and talk fast, it's a whole different story. And I got to think, and then I got to talk, and then I got to think, and then I got to talk.
Talk normal.
Yeah,
I just get so passionate about it, It happens.
Yeah. It'll even out.
Does it? Does
It
it ever
does. It
even
does.
out? Does it ever get easier?
it does.
It does.
Because I'm still...
It gets more frustrating before it gets easier, though. If
That's what I
if
said.
If that helps.
I said that one time. I was like, man, this stuff only gets harder. It don't get easier. And people were like, don't say that. And I said, I don't nothing, Bull, it ain't nothing. That's what you're going to learn from me. I'm going to tell you the hard truth. Like there's a kid in detox. He's like, man, I'm coming off subs. I was like, well, buckle up and hold on because it's going to suck. And he eventually ended up leaving. And it wasn't because of what I told him. It's just what happened, There's other people I've seen that, can't tough it out. And, just because these things, the way you come off of things and the way it happens, it's just... You got to be stronger in your brain and physically. You got to have both the brain and the physical to be able to endure the crap that happens, especially if it's that stuff. It's terrible.
I hated... and then after a while, and this is nothing I'm proud of, I would know, like, okay, after 3 days of laying in bed, after not drinking, so 3 days of detoxing, then I could finally eat a little something, which is followed by another day in bed, then massive, explosive...
Emotions?
Rhea.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to say emotions.
Yeah, Maria.
Bowel motions.
Yeah, and I'd always forget about that part of it because I would be like, oh, I can finally eat something, and then it was hell. I hated it. It's the whole time feeling like crap. I mean, at the end there, it was a week-long process, man.
Oh, it's definitely. When I got put on suicide watch, when I came up for the third time, because I'd been up for 15 days, because I was on a certain medication that would prevent me from using opiates. So I told my therapist, I said, as soon as that needle went in my butt for that particular thing, I knew that I could do this and that even more. And it only made me want to do things more. Especially the other stuff, and I didn't like to go fast. I like to go slow and drool on myself. But when I went fast as faster than I'll get out. I went faster than I'll get out, and next thing you know, 15 days have passed by. I've eaten two cheeseburgers in that 15 days and a half a peanut butter sandwich. Drank maybe 4 gallons of water. Looked like a pincushion. And even the person that I was down there, using with was like, "You need to go to sleep." I was like, "You need to worry about yourself."
I got this.
Right. So then when I got up here, the bus ride was terrible. There was police all over the bus, so I thought. And when I got to the facility, the people that knew me came up to shake my hand. I backed right up to the van and was like, "I don't know you. You got a flashlight in your hand?" And that psychosis kicked in. And I was in detox for like three days, and then I went out, couldn't stay awake, and then was in detox for 3 more days, and then the real crap came. Then, oh man, what am I doing alive still? Why do I want to be here still? And, then they put me on the watch in the room, and I couldn't even have a door closed. I felt, yeah. And, boy, that sounds so much fun to go out and try that again. Wow. That's what it is. It's that insanity. Beat your head against the wall and expect a different result. Like I said before, I think I might have said it on here. These guys are beating their head on the wall, and it's seeming to work like it's not hurting. I don't know if this is going to sound right, but I always say, if you can beat your head against the wall, it doesn't hurt. Please let me know how you do it so that I can try it. And with that analogy, kind of, right now I'm not beating my head against the wall, but I'm seeing other things, so I'm trying what they're doing, you guys are doing. These people that I know, that I've met up here, these things, these steps, these meetings. I didn't go to a meeting today, but I was, fairly busy all day. Friends came up from, their sober houses, came into town, and it was good to see them. And then we went to this, the recovery notes, and spent some quality time with the friends, and just enjoyed ourselves. But it was still, technically this recovery notes could have been a meeting,
You're around a lot of recovery people, Some good, some bad, but you're still engaging in something in recovery. That's how I look at it.
Yeah. You're with the right people at the
you know,
right places.
Yeah, whether people are calling it a meeting